Yeah. Dog. Yeah. Hey. Dog, so, this has gotten incredible. So, the thing is, I've realized jumping in with the thing is that, um, with the lightsaber of Luke Skywalker is the same color as what the Matrix is, but the Riddler is in there. But if y'all think for a moment that Superman, if Superman, he, the thing is because Superman showed up in Marvel's Deadpool 3 with Wolverine. Oh, if we're about to watch Deadpool 3 with Wolverine, why don't you get the steering wheel? While we're because people are painting and stuff, and it's like, is that Articuno around painting? So what I'm trying to say is that if Superman has made it onto, because somebody said that Superman is playing Wolverine, is being Wolverine in Marvel, but Superman's from DC. If Superman's in DC, he gotta really recognize if Joker is there. Joker isn't kryptonite, bro. So Superman can only go away if it was something to do with kryptonite. Joker isn't kryptonite, so Superman, bro. If you cross to the Marvel universe, you don't have to necessarily save the universe. You can, and not in a mean way. You can flourish. There ain't nobody. There's no kryptonite, unless somebody followed you in the way how you got in here, because nobody knows the way that Superman or Henry Cavill got in to Marvel. I don't know how. So, but he's there based upon my idea here. So like while I'm riding here and it looks like we're things like that, and I'm like, hold up, and we gotta go back to Mr. Harris and talk. Mr. Harris has nothing to do with the politics. This guy's an innocent gentleman. We got Mr. Up there as a judge, and then we have Miss Natalie. This is jurisdiction 48493. This guy was driving without a license, and it's like, and it's like, Mr. Harris, the judge says to Mr. Harris on a voice call, it's like, hey, Mr. Harris, and it's like, yeah, are you driving right now? Give me a moment. It's like, are you stationary? Not yet. And I'm like, stationary. It's like, we're gonna have to go talk to Mr. Foggy Nelson and tell him, dude, Superman was in DC's Justice League when the sand was bumping off of him. He wasn't gone, bro. He didn't go. He's made it onto the thing, but the Superman, when Deadpool with Wolverine sees Superman inside of, and they say it's a Wolverine because he's jumping from Wolverines to Wolverines, they gotta tell him right away there's no kryptonite in Marvel, bro. So he's not gonna nowhere near dying. But I think Superman is looking out for Batman, which could have been because he's looking out for Batman. He's like, in a way, like Renegade Raider, in the sense of like he keeps going after the Joker. In a sense, he doesn't keep doing it, but he's not a bad thing because Batman and Bruce were talking about. Who is Bruce, and then you have Lucius Fox. The thing is that they were keep talking about Joker keeps popping up in Batman's head like he's some sort of like something's going on. And basically, the thing is, Clark Kent knows Batman very well, bro, and he's not gonna stand for it because Joker tries showing up in Clark Kent's head as some other dude, bro. And Clark Kent is not. He knows when his dad is talking to him in the no-fly zone. Remember in the void zone where they go to, it's like the in DC it's called the central, or Superman goes to talk by himself, and he goes and he sees his dad all the time. It's Russell Crowe. Remember Russell Crowe, that he keeps seeing his dad at the Fortress of Solitude. So at the same time, one time Joker tries to pass by his dad while he's in the Fortress of Solitude. It's like, how did Joker get here? It's like, I told you there's a virus going on. And but the thing is, Joker is not kryptonite. So, but the thing is, he's annoying. So the thing is, it's like, dude, dad, I see you behind Joker and stuff like that. But like this guy must have intoxicated the world harder, because I'm usually with this by like getting energy by the spotlights in the sky. And he's like, you're gonna have to find out, because he may be hurting your loved ones. He's not kryptonite. He can't kill you. He's like, I'm gonna have to find out where he is, because the thing is, he may have kryptonite. So he starts investigating Batman's villain, because he cares for Bruce. They're like duos, bro. They're in Justice League. And it's like, man, dude, that guy's not going to get into my Fortress of Solitude ever again, bro. It was supposed to be me and my dad in Fortress of Solitude. And there's a Joker running around here. And it's like, well, guess what? I'm looking for it. Superman's looking for him doing detective work like Batman does. Now Batman's basically doing newspaper articles in another universe, because we've crossed realities. Like, because they've already done all this stuff. So they cross realities, and Superman is doing investigational work at, he's like at the Daily World. And it's like by where Spider-Man's at. And the thing is, he's doing investigational, like news reports, and he's working still. He's still working. He's Clark Kent, and he's got his glasses on. And one day he's like, hey, guess what? I heard that Deadpool is about to be jumping through time, and it's a TVA and stuff like that. And it's like, it's on the news article. Somebody just put it up there. It's like, what do you think for this publishing? And they're like, this is amazing. That Deadpool is going into these worlds. And the thing is, he just jumped into a world where Joker's trying to be some sort of like thing in this man's head. And he's like a sickness, like they had on Legion. And the thing is, Superman has seen that guy outside of what is he thought is reality, walking around, joking around in the Fortress of Solitude. So he's like, man, Bruce must have it bad, because I'm Superman. Ain't nobody taking me out. And it's like, I'm in a, he was like, in DC's like, thing, he's like in a coffin, bro, but the coffin is beating, and the kids are, it's because Omega has landed down there, not because of that, season 4 Omega from Fortnite, he lands in Dusty Divot, causing a hole under Superman's, where he was put, when they thought that he was taken away. But when you look at that in the movie, his thing is shaking, and there's sand up there and stuff like that, and it's like, hey, dog, that stuff wasn't supposed to be consumed by these juniors that are running around with all these pop rocks during Summer Skirmish. We didn't know that season 4 Omega caused such a ruckus that he was like, ah, and he lands there, and there is a sun finally touching the box where Superman's put, and it's basing. It's like bass. It's like, and it's like going in there. And then the thing is, finally, somebody he's still there, but his heart is beating. And the thing is that this gentleman is like sleepwalking through other dimensions, and he's finally got into a dimension where Joker has ran into Cyborg that knew somebody in Marvel that jumped in through these hoops. And he's like sleepwalking, seeing these things, and he was able to get into the reality world about where is reality, because that Farouk Khan thinks he's changing realities, and he's covered up kind of like he's the Joker. He's not, bro. The thing is, he's in a sleeping dream reality, and that's what I'm trying to say. He's in a sleeping dream reality, and he gets out of there. But the thing is that Joker is keeps jumping into the Fortress of Solitude, where he has moments of silence and he chills with his dad. So Superman, when he was shown in Deadpool 3 with Wolverine, like I talked about that before, I said, like, why don't they do that? Guess what? He's there, and he looks like a Wolverine. Everybody thinks he's a cameo for Wolverine. It's a cameo for Superman. It's Henry Cavill. And he's like, anybody have any problems? It's like, dude, it's like, there's Joker. He knows there's Joker. No, that's why he has a cigar in his mouth. This superhero don't even be smoking like this, bro. He has a cigar in his mouth, and he's having to play these games because Joker is trying to take on people in this area, not just as Lois Lane is there in places, bro. And he's not about to let Joker like get everybody sick. So he's gone through, and he's like when Wonder Woman did the lasso thing to catch on, when Cyborg was teleporting Joker into the other box, he goes in there, and Superman's so fast with the Flash that they are able to get the freaking DC's Justice League. They all meet up there. They jump in when they're in there. So they know that Wonder Woman's in the map with Joker, bro. But the thing is, Batman and Superman is there. But the thing is, Superman has these outfits. And the thing is, Batman does too. So the situation is that they are finding out that Superman is not gone. He's not Wolverine, bro. he's Superman that's in Deadpool 3, that isn't Wolverine. It can be, but it's not. It's Superman. And the thing is, if these things keep painting behind me, bro, while I'm trying to get out and get driving, because there was a situation where this season 4 Omega finally has the Joker inside of him, but it's that guy from Legion that's trying to act like he's part of this thing. Dog, when you get a situation like the Joker crossing universes, you're going to need the whole Avengers. Even Thanos might have to be playing against this guy, because he's learned that he's not supposed to take away life from Gamora. So Thanos is like, I've heard about this Joker, but he's already been in his head. This Joker has jumped in everybody's head, and he's changing the way they see realities and stuff like that. But he's not kryptonite, and he can't kill Superman. So Superman is like going through these universes, because one time Deadpool might accidentally have the Joker inside his head. And then that's why he goes on to eliminate the Marvel Universe in that comic. But then there's that Life Pool situation, where it's like Life Pool shows up with 2 golden guns, like I was talking about before this. Dog, celebrating and stuff. Bro, dog, that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. The golden gun that I was talking about from GoldenEye from 45 million years ago, a game, it's made it onto live. It's all in the movie. But the thing is, this movie's opening the doors to where Punisher meets what's his name, Mr. Deadpool, Wade Churchill Wilson, and he meets them. And the thing is, they both take out the Marvel Universe, but there's a person named Molecular Policeman that can go back here and be like, yo, bro, did you move any of this stuff from the situational area, bro? These guys ain't supposed to be demolecularizing, dematterizing, bro. There can't be this stuff. So the thing is, the other day we're celebrating, and then I got like Alice in Wonderland Fantasia water, and I'm like, and I'm having to do this raw footage without unediting this, and I'm showing you and all this stuff. I'm showing you all these things, and it's like, listen, bro, if y'all think that we don't got what we have without the way we do things, then you're mistaken. The thing is, we're gonna be doing this. It's amazing, bro, because the thing is that Henry Cavill jumping from DC to Marvel, and he's like, it's like, y'all got it mistaken, because he may be Wolverine, but if y'all see him flying, it's like, is that a bird? Is that a plane? Is that a wolf in the sky? Indeed it is. And it's like, it's not a joking matter, but the Joker's around, and it's like, he's got Harley Quinn, and she's driving in these cars, and they're just like, ha ha ha, give me a kiss, and asks Batman. Batman's going wild. He's like, is this like a test or something? Y'all need to get out his brain. But the thing is, the Joker is not, he's like an infinite life force character, but with limits. So he's not infinite, because at one point he's gonna get a Farouk Khan level thing, and I'm not with that guy, because Legion and all them, and you're gonna have Baby Yoda. Mark Hamill is basically plays the actor for a Killing Joke on the comic that we're talking about. He plays that character, so he's from the Star Wars, and he's having to train Baby Yoda because there's a human Mandalorian trying to spray and protect Baby Yoda. But Baby Yoda's like, I'm 10,000 years old, bro. You think I need your protection? Go and talk to that brother and sister and see if you can protect me. Go and talk to Mr. Vader, because that guy's not going to be with me in the future, because that guy has gone off the rails. Go and talk to them and then see if you can cover for me, because obviously these are my level opponents. Show him his opponents, because I have shrunk down, and I've had Alice in Wonderland's drink, bro, from Fantasia, and I was shrinking. If you hear the previous streams where it's like it's like in a half-minute long stream, I have like a voice, and I'm not even doing that on purpose. Listen to it, it's so funny. I'm like, dude, I got small, and when I saw Baby Yoda walk, I was like, hey, Mr. Grandpa Yoda, which is not a bad situation. He's like, I ain't no grandpa, it's Yoda, bro. They keep calling me Baby Yoda. It's like, he's like, you can hear me? And I'm like, yeah, I can hear you. And it's like, you're the first one to hear me. And I'm like, you're a very big man. And he's like, yeah. And everybody thinks I'm a baby. Grogu, they think that baby Grogu is a baby. And it's like, look at what we're watching. There's Anakin fighting this human being that is trying to be on my level. Get on my level. And it's like, I take a peek, and I'm like, bro, They ain't supposed to, any of these atoms and molecular stuff is no destruction around here. Mr. Yoda, that is, you're 10,000 years old, you know we're the life force, we're not supposed to be matching up the Mandalorian that got that rifle that goes, and can't hit. It doesn't hit. So, like, and he's running into Vader out of all these people, bro. Why are we in this situation? And it's like, they keep thinking that they can care for me with an iron chainmail while he's playing Luke. He's playing the Joker on that other one, and he thinks I'm not dumb, and I don't get it. The other one, he's got a ribbon, and he's like, this one you never see them, and this one, he's like, dog, don't you, Yoda's baby Yoda that y'all said he was baby. Grogu is telling me because I'm shrunk down because of Alice's, and now I might get bigger. He was telling me, this is a deep secret, that he's like, I'm 10,000 years old, bro. Think about Mr. Yoda. He's probably 1,000,000 years old. He's probably fed up with y'all. Y'all keep thinking y'all can take care of us. We just try and go back to bed and chill, bro, and do our stuff. We don't need, at this age, that y'all think that we're Benjamin Button to care for us. But look at, so at this point, the Mandalorian is dealing with this brother and sister, and they're like, they're trying to locate him. And it's like, it's just like, dude, how are you making this happen, Mr. Yoda baby style? And because that's why your outfit looked like this. And I'm like, look at this now. It's like Vader. And I'm like, how are we doing this, bro? They're not supposed to, not even the lightsaber sparks are supposed to come off of each other, because none of this matter is supposed to go away. We're going to have to call the policeman. And then it's like, the policeman. Don't hate. Policeman. How are we doing? Molecular and Mad Hatter. Look at the thing moved without me. Anyway, boop. Matter policeman. Mad Hatter policeman. WONKA Alice. I ran into Mr. Yoda. He's that baby. He's Grogu. Listen to his name. It's Grogu. It's like growing fast, dude. It's like grow, dude. Grow. And it's like, yeah, bro. I'm gonna grow real quick. Let me see what's going on. And look, that's Baby Yoda. And Baby Yoda is like still talking, but you can't see, you can't tell. I don't know what he's saying now because I'm not that thing. I gotta get smaller, bro, again. Because he's talking. I'm not gonna be disrespectful. So, Baby Yoda, I'm not disrespecting you. That was Grogu. Grogu. You don't have to keep showing these people the level of events that you're able to see, because these are the guys matching up with you, bro. This poor Mandalorian has no chance against this brother and sister that is in the front row of the Order, but not in the front row of Palpatine and Anakin Skywalker, that's later going to be known as Darth Vader. So this Mandalorian got this storm thing with in front of a light is a freaking Vader. But the thing is, bro, Mr. Grogu, for the first time since I'm addressing you as Mr. Grogu, before any matter is moving away, can you please, for the sake of this thing, call Mr. Yoda that is leaving the area right there, because there's a Ryan Reynolds that's not a Renegade Raider is chasing Kylo Ren's and Ren's, and he's Ryan Reynolds. He spelt the wrong way. I need us to cover the situation. Please call your dad or your uncle or your family member, bro. And he's like, it's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Just call somebody you know, Grogu, please. And he's like, it's like, here. And then it's like, I gave Grogu the phone number. He calls Yoda. He's like, Yoda, don't leave the room because there is something going on. It's like, they need to know the story about what Palpatine was and how you're supposed to be so smart, because they are listening to me now because there's a guy shrunken because he drank Alice in Wonderland's water. And also this other, like, we think that's from Fantasia. And he's able to hear me for the first time. Everybody else didn't understand. And he's trying to make sure nothing gets broken. And he's like, dude, I'm on it. He goes backwards and he closed before the door closed. Remember we talked about that? The door never closed. Yoda goes over there and then he goes back into the Palpatine room and he sees that, like, everybody's getting teleported in there. And he sees that Palpatine didn't get teleported. And it's like, it didn't get teleported in there. Thanos did. But Palpatine's there. So now Yoda's running in there because Palpatine has just touched Thanos. That's making him go do that electricity. And then the ring is like, So he before Palpatine could get back to the chair that he got from, and he was like, and it's like, Yoda's sitting there again, and he's sitting there behind the computer, and it's like, the backstory of Palpatine, he used to be a pal. And the thing is, after millions of years, this man he lost it, dude. He got offered these things by dark creatures and stuff like that he wanted to be better than everybody on the light side. He's like, the thing is, he thought the reason why they started offering him this stuff is because they thought that Mr. Yoda needed protection. So back in the day, he was like a baby Yoda. Back in the day. And he was aging at 1,000,000 years very fast. But he was very wise. So Palpatine is, at this name is like Pal Latrine. Pal Latrine. And he's like, growing up, and he's like, Mr. Baby Yoda, that your name is Yoda. And it's the other guy's Grogu. At this time, we're jumping back to prequels of Palpatine. He's being carried around, not as a prized possession, as like, I'm going to get you to your safe home, Mr. Baby Yoda, with your real name Yoda. And Baby Yoda's already 50,000 years old, and this guy's like 30. And he's like, dog, no one can hear them because they're all just like, can't hear him. So here's the backstory. Palpatine, that is Palpatine now, was trying to care for this wise creature, Mr. Yoda, because he looked all cute. The thing is, he's super old, bro. And he don't normally just talk all this way. That's why when he talks out loud, it's this way. But when he talks inside the mind, it's like so correct. Dog, Palpatine was trying to care for Yoda. It was like when Anakin was with these characters, bro. Before that, and way before that, Palpatine was trying to care for Yoda. And it's like, dog, you're going to have Palpatine care for Yoda. I'm saying that he was trying to, and because Yoda said, you ain't going to be caring for me no more at one time, because Palpatine, they were learning stuff. And one time they went to one of them Jar Jar Binks things, and and Palpatine had something, he started talking, he could hear Yoda for the first time. Yoda's 500,000 years old now, and still talking normally, like, you can't hear me, Palpatine, and all this stuff, but can you do, and then Palpatine, I can hear you, and he's like, you can hear me, and Yoda's like, dog, I do not need your help. Y'all all think y'all helping me just because I look like a cute little baby, bro. But when it's like Benjamin Button, y'all don't need to be doing this, bro. You're Pal the tree, and it's like, dude, you are like going into the wrong path by trying to care for Mr. Yoda. And he's like, Mr. Yoda, you're talking in third person. It's like, y'all in the future, you're going to be Palpatine. And they're not dumb, bro, because I had the light force with me. And he's like, and also Infinity Stone, Thanos isn't going to get the Space Stone because they got to include Yoda in there. And Yoda's not going to be in the Space Stone because he's not going to be involved. So y'all really got a situation. And Palpatine was like, oh, you're betraying me. I was caring for you and all this stuff. And he's like, I want to look like you. And he started wrinkling his face 10,000 million years ago because they age very slow. Look at how he's not aged at all with Kylo Ren. And then Kylo Ren is like, Renegade Raider is showing up because Ryan Reynolds is like, he's not trying to get in trouble by the Renegade. And the Renegade's like, with Mandalorian's shot, and she's like shooting with the shot, and she's like with the Mandalorian's weapon. It's like, now it's that shot versus Darth Vader, bro. And it's like, dude, we got to get back to Baby Yoda and Grogu and tell him that he's not and tell everybody's like, we need all this darkness examples to stop because y'all aren't even dark creatures, dude. There's matter missing here. Don't y'all get it? Like, this is troubling because these guys are innocent. You got a man facing Darth Vader, bro, that shoots the stormtroopers. It's like this guy is doing against Palpatine. And then Yoda's back in the office now. And he's like, Thanos and everybody, before you go, yo, y'all ain't going nowhere. Look at me. I'm controlling the computer, bro. I got the whole computer. Thanos, you don't get the Space Stone, because that would include Lucasfilm's lightsabers and stuff like that. You ain't getting it. And it's like, well, guess what? They're trying to get all the stones. Time Stone. Time Stone steps in, and Time Stone's like, y'all went around and trying to get this thing. You're not going to be able to get it because Time Stone is bigger than what y'all think it is. You're just going to get a piece of the Time Stone. So Superman jumps in and he's like, dog, y'all think that I'm slow, but I'm not slow. Just because y'all portrayed us in those movies as slow, me and the Flash are able to go back in first and forward and backwards in time, dude. And he's like trying to go, and he's like, yo, dude, I'm staring at this gentleman, and they've been talking about the ancestral realm. That's kind of like the type of stuff that they've been doing on Black Panther in Wakanda. And then they're doing it with Yoda, and they keep showing up with Obi-Wan. And he's like, are y'all not seeing Joker in there? He's out here going after Bruce and all these people. And it's like, snap to reality if inside of what they thought is reality. And Joker's walking around with Wonder Woman. And somebody has a scout on them. Somebody's watching them. The thing is, it's T.S. Myth. Skull Trooper is like looking at them, and he's like, dog, guess what? They're on the way, they're passing by this Haunted Hills area. Haunted Hills is not supposed to be there anymore. Because the thing is, it's not haunted because one of the lightest creatures ever was literally not there. So I told Myth, I was like, you this very light creature that is living as a streamer, you don't need to keep letting it Haunted Hills, man. You're not Skull Trooper. So I was like, dog, you don't need to do this anymore. So he's moving his way down to the center where Tia said Myth and Daquan. And it's like, do you have a rift with you? And it's like, well, guess what? I do have a rift. And it's like, before you unlock that rift, dude, we got to keep an eye out because there's a Joker running around in purple. And it's him. But it's like, dude, don't talk down on WONKA because WONKA ain't no Joker, bro. Don't be talking down on him. So it's like, well, we're going to have to see what's going on, bro, because that's just the way it is. And it's just like, dog, if y'all thought that for a moment that that's Wolverine, the thing is, Wonder Woman being attached to what is this Joker. Whoa, this is going to be tough. But the thing is, no one's messing with anybody because it's Superman from DC going into the Marvel universe, bro. No one can beat it because he's so determined because Joker keeps crossing paths when he goes to the isolating area. And it's like, y'all gonna have to go to Arkham Asylum if y'all keep doing this, bro, because Joker is not about to come to the freaking Fortress of Solitude and take over my dad's spot. My dad ain't no Joker. And it's like this whole thing is getting in there, and all these guys are in the center, and they're doing this Joker stuff, and it's like they're getting intoxicated by this Joker. The thing is, there's a Harley Quinn who's Lenny, and she's transversed into the DC universe as Harley Quinn, and she's transferred into, but she's like, she's not a sickness. She's not a mind sickness, but she's just a person. But the thing is, the way she talks, the way she is, she's so like luxurious about it. And now she's teleported to Marvel's real life studios, and like talking about reality, snap back to reality. That's all fiction and stuff. Non-fiction and stuff. What's it called, bro? Y'all already know how we have our environments are stable. The Holy Bible. Thanks God. I have to just point that out. We have all this greatness, dude. And thank God. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Back to these things right here. Now, what's it called? Fiction. Harley Quinn has got herself into Hollywood studios as Margot Robbie. And she's in here. She's acting like she's Margot Robbie, but I know she isn't. Look at her last name is Robbie. She's robbing acting like she's Harley Quinn. She's not. She's inside styled like of Margot Robbie, the actor, or the one portraying Harley Quinn, and she's like they're acting in the world. She's jumping into realities, and she's in the world of reality, the Hollywood present right now, guys. And it's that Harley Quinn. So when you watch Joker 2 that's out there, that girl is not really, she is Margot Robbie, but if Harley Quinn has snuck in and learned from Jokers jumping in heads and stuff like that, then we got a problem, because we're going to have a world that's sick. COVID-19 already happened. I think she was that, but she didn't go. She didn't die. The virus didn't die, because not that it's still going around, but it can have taken that from Joker, because she's always around him. So now they're jumping around, and she's over there, Harley Quinn, and she's in real life. Harley Quinn has made it into real life. She has a hyena, and it's Margot Robbie. And the thing is, they're there. So if they switch places, dog, Joker is went into the Marvel universe and like went into the digital like internet to the Fortnite store to get into the middle of this thing to try to fix something they can't really do. At the same time, Lenny from Legion's Marvel went into DC's, which she's acting like Harley Quinn, because Lenny's been chilling with Joker. So Lenny from Marvel's Legion, who's Professor X's son, meets the Joker, acts like Lenny, but jumps into DC's world. And then at the same time, there's no Justice League creatures in DC's world, because they have gone heroes, because they've basically the Justice League has gone to Marvel. So it's like they switched places, but there's nobody left. There's only villains in DC a little bit. And Lenny's acting like Harley Quinn. Not only that, but in real life in Hollywood, because the movie Joker 2 is coming out. So she's out there. We'll see some stuff too. The thing is, Lenny from Legion, who's in Legion's head, the most powerful X-Men ever, he's like the highest level. He's Professor X's son, and he can just move and do whatever he wants almost in the movie and all these things. So Lenny is this thing that's been learning. It's been inside his head the entire time. This is not a joke. That's how it's been written on the comics. And Lenny has learned from Joker. So she's all these guys, the Justice League, and everybody went into Marvel. Everybody went into the game. But guess what? Lenny has snuck in as Harley Quinn in DC, because she's gone through the whole portal that they were doing, because Joker and Harley Quinn, even though you might see Joker by himself when he's tripping people out in the Fortress of Solitude with Superman and his dad is there, Harley Quinn is invisible, and people can't see that she's invisible with them while they're training like this. They're jumping in heads. So she's finally like, pfft, and there's separation anxiety with Joker while he's walking with Wonder Woman in the game in Marvel, and there's a separation anxiety from Lenny separated from Joker going into DC, but DC's all Justice League has been entered in here. The only thing is that other mother box is there, and there's just a few other heroes. So that's why there's like this weird Suicide Squad thing going on, because there's not the DC ones. There's not the DC Justice guys, because they're in there, the Justice League. So the thing is, Lenny has made it into as Harley Quinn with Joker level ability inside of DC's world. And she's jumping through all these hero and villains' heads. And she said, y'all thought y'all was going to get me by treating me like this. She even has met up with the lady that put those little chips in people's head and made them the Suicide Squad. And look at my stuff moving. And it's like, she's gone into that woman, and she's like basically doing all this. And she's gotten in there. She's now in DC without a Justice League, bro. Because everybody's here. And it's like this whole situation is that Lenny from Legion, or Legion and Lenny, which it could be because Legion is still parasited by the Lenny. Legion may have thinking that he's Lenny, that woman that jumped into, so it's Legion inside of DC. And he's jumped his way into DC's. And he's in there, but he's like somewhat like he's the dormant. He's just dormantly like there. But he's dormantly inside of Lenny trying to figure out, because he was supposed to be responsible for them coming, and he's still responsible. He's holding it down. He said he thought they could mess with him in the mind games. So he's dormant. He finally wakes up, and he's like, I'm in DC now. And he doesn't say it, but Lenny says it, and Lenny's like confused. She's like, who says something? It's like, I'm Harley Quinn. She keeps lying to him. It's Legion's been sitting there dormant inside her head. He thinks she's in his head. It's the other way around. And now Legion, Professor X's son, has traveled into Marvel's universe without, they don't have any heroes except for Legion. It's Legion versus DC's criminals in Psych Wars Arkham Asylum, and it's getting so hard because the final dude, it's getting so hard, bro. This is too hard on another level because Legion has everybody from Marvel's Justice League has jumped into from DC's Justice League has jumped into Marvel, leaving Legion and Professor X possible connection and all of them and Harley Quinn in DC a little bit, but it's Legion takes on the DC Marvel's Legion takes on DC's universe. It's like Deadpool. Deadpool takes on the Marvel universe. It's the same thing as Punisher takes on the Marvel universe, but it's Legion it takes on DC's DC's non-superhero, DC's universe. And it's like, because he's trying to fix the scenario about them intoxicating each other. And he's there, but remember what they said before they went in the mother box, in the other box, Legion was told that he's going to be held responsible to watch out for Joker. Y'all think he's dumb. Y'all don't think that Legion has some sort of intelligence, bro. All this chit chat, talking through microphones and stuff, he's hearing it all. At one point, he hears Lenny even trying to radio as a little virus. And she's like, and he's like telling her this, and basically, he hears it, and he hears her plan. He starts following her, and he goes. She's about to jump into DC's while she's a genius. She's gonna go into where there's Justice League are gone. She's about to do something super smart in their society because they're villains. But it's really bad, and Legion's like, nah, So he goes in there acting like he's something else over there, bro. And he just follows her there into the teleportated side when that whole scenario is happening. It's like a 0-point moment. And it's like, boom. And now Legion is there, Professor X's son, and he's out on the lookout because he's held responsible like them. Look, it keeps moving. And it's all getting, like, real hard because now Legion is, basically there, and Legion is there, and Legion is there, and basically Legion's there. So there could be a comic later that's Legion. Hold up. I'm driving, bro. What you doing? And it's like Legion. It's like he's in there. It's like Legion. Dude. Joker was not supposed to jump in through like that, bro. And I see what's happening. Why are you following Harley Quinn? Legion, bro. You're gonna take on the DC. Why would you take on the DC universe? That thing is intoxicating all these universes, that Joker, Harley Quinn. That's Lenny, bro. That's not Joker. Everybody's getting intoxicated, bro. And I'm like, not by her, though. Because she's no way that powerful. And Legion's like, dude, do you not realize that Legion was, that parasite or whatever it was, that virus that was Lenny, is trying to compete with Legion, who is almost as strong as every creature I think he's the strongest creature in all of Marvel. If you look it up on rankings, other than his dad, if his dad goes in to take care of his son's stuff. His dad is not always that strong, but if his son is in trouble, Professor X is like, oh, Legion's in trouble, the strongest ever rated in Marvel, almost, in the sense of people. But he has a dad, and his dad gets involved. So he's kind of dormant, too. His dad is just dormant unless his son's in trouble. So the thing is, Professor X's bald self shows up, because in the day he had his hair, but this time he's showing up as bald. And the thing is, he knows that Legion is in the back, but the bald one, because he could Mrs. Doubtfire it, he can put on wigs. And it's like Professor X is sitting here and he's like, we've gone to find out who's sickening all of DC's. We are part of the Avengers and style people, man. Deadpool gets all this lighting as like this kind of hero, but what about Professor X? Everybody jumping through these mind games. There is a Joker Lenny that's been attacking legions, my son's like mine since he was a little kid. So that must mean that he has competing abilities with him. And Farouk Khan is his name. But Farouk Khan ain't gonna win because y'all brought Farouk Khan into the DC universe. But the thing is, he's gonna get, dude, y'all need to realize first there's a guy out there that is very dangerous that uses kryptonite against people. I don't know if y'all have that. Beware. But Harley Quinn is about to show up in Joker 2, and she may have gone into reality that we're in right now. And she might be out there as playing Harley Quinn. So it's really weird, the sickness, but Legion and Professor X, if y'all are together like this, like that gentleman Superman went over there he goes into his isolating area, y'all may need to get into y'all's isolating area, bro, because like we're about to watch Deadpool 3 with Wolverine, if allows us to go back in time, and y'all say it's okay, and now I'm sitting in this seat to do it. But it's like, well, give me a moment, because Joker ain't gonna get nobody around here. And guess what? The thing is, it's an empty world. It's the DC empty world, because a lot of the Justice League is gone. There's papers Justice League has just vanished. But guess who's responsible for Joker? All the way, no matter if it's Lenny, whatever person, because it's the end like of Marvel Universe, because Deadpool takes on the Marvel Universe because people are getting sick. But guess what? There's Legion, and he's somewhat still dealing with Lenny, but it's not Harley Quinn changing. It's the same one. It's the same thing. So we might have a situation where Legion has to jump into DC's and save or like conquer the DC universe while Justice League is gone. There's papers on everything. He runs to Alfred, and it's like, dude, there's papers on the newspaper saying, hey, we Justice League has just vanished. They're not here anymore. It's like, and Legion's like, they need to get the news out that Legion, that Legion is basically responsible for anybody getting this virus. And because he's not a bad guy, but send him his way because he's responsible for it, because that's what he agreed with Wonder Woman before they went in there, and me and Molecular Policeman before I said, hey dude, before Joker goes in to find out what Legion, you got to be responsible for this because you're a strong character, so please be responsible for him. Look how responsible he went. He went and freaking found out what they were doing and spied on their plans, and guess what? He portaled through to DC's. And now, but DC doesn't have Justice League. They're still there. So the timelines are crazy. He's going to have to locate Cisco and do some time traveling out with Cisco to figure out how they're going to get through all this, bro. Because, like, Legion now has to save the DC universe or take them out because there's a Harley Quinn intoxicating, which is Lenny, which is responsible from Legions. So now y'all get that, but there's a whole scenario where Superman's coming up as Henry Cavill in Marvel stuff already, and that's all this 0 point stuff, and they're hiding behind this thing in the middle because Omega, it has this drip on him. And like, if y'all think that for a moment, so